Hello and welcome to another vlog and another adventure. This is a bit unconventional, a little bit different than the usual. I will take a photograph, I expect, but I'm just really checking in and filling you in what we've been up to this weekend. Me and the good lady C, or Mrs. C as she likes to be known, we've been out on our bus, if you can see down there. I thought I'd introduce you to the bus and why I'm doing that. Let you know what we've been up to this weekend. Yesterday we headed out, left home in the morning and headed up to Whitby. The reason for heading towards Whitby was because I've got myself a new toy and I had to go and pick it up. All to the good fortune of the good lady wife letting me, that is. No, I sold my other drone. The guy at work had my drone. This drone was available online and it just perfectly coincided with selling mine and replacing mine without paying full whack for it. So thanks to John Still, I think his name, who lived near in Middlesbrough. So we came up to Whitby. We tried to stop at the shipwreck at Whitby, but they don't like vans parking there, so we aborted that situation. And we headed off. We had a bit of a walk around Whitby, to be honest. We stopped up for a couple of hours, had a walk, went down the pier, had some lunch and stuff like that, nice pasty, and then we headed up to Saltburn, where there's some lovely free parking all along the front, and we parked the van up overnight. We walked down to the pier, took a few snapshots, and they were only snapshots. Took some of the I can't think of anything today. I'm all of a mess. Yeah, took some of the beach huts, and it's because I'm walking thinking. I've never been here before, so I'm looking at the same time, so I'm all a bit lost. Yeah, took some of the beach huts, took some of the pier, and yeah, just had a bit of a chill out really. Not a photography weekend, just a weekend that we can chill out, experiment, break the van in. We've had our first night in the van, which was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was cosy.
It was cosy, it was comfortable. And in all fairness, we've got everything in it we need. This is nice, look at this. How pretty is that? Yeah, just straying off the subject. Yeah, I'm just thinking it's pretty on its own. It's just quite picturesque, that is. So there's a little image just here. Look at that, if you can see that. Tree, rocks, and that nice bit of green in front. We are actually at a place called Brimham. Brimham. She's having a go. It's like, Homer Simpson. Brimham. We're at a place called Brimham Rocks, and we've just seen the rock over that side. It's absolutely amazing.
There's rocks everywhere.
I'm sure there's people been here before and vlogged this place, but we are going to stay tonight. We're going to stop down there in that little car park, little lay-by type thing. So I'm going to come up here and hopefully, you never know, I might get a sunset colour, I might get a bit of contrast and colour in the sky, and I'm definitely going to have a look in the morning and see what we've got in the morning. Now, the plan was I was going to get up this morning. I set the alarm clock.
You did get up eventually.
Yeah, I did get up eventually. I set the alarm clock for 4:30, thinking that I'd get up, just run down the steps, go along the front to the pier and take a nice sunrise coming up over behind the pier. But the alarm went up. It had been raining all night, hadn't it? Banging with rain, proper wind, heavy banging with rain. The rain was just hitting the van like nothing, like nothing else. It sounds like hailstones, doesn't it? But it wasn't. It was just heavy rain. So yeah, the alarm went off and I turned over and went back to sleep. Proper professional, like proper full-on landscape dedication and all that. Yeah, I just turned back over and I thought, you know what? It's grey outside. It's not happening. So then an hour went past, or an hour and a half went past, and Mrs. C opened her eyes and she looked out the window and went, "Oh my God, have you seen all them light rays?" Gutted, yes. Peed off, yes. So anyway, I got up, got myself dressed, run down and took a couple of snapshots. I'll bang them up for you anyway. They were only snapshots, but it just showed the fact I was out and I got a keepsake from that day. So yeah, then we headed off into Middlesbrough and picked up the drone this morning. Thanks very much to John. Put a message on Facebook, popped this photograph up of the two of us with this lovely little bridge that is on our bucket list to see. It's the suspension bridge, not suspension, the swing bridge. the transport bridge,
Transporter.
the transporter. Blah 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 blah. It's a transporter bridge in Middlesbrough. There's two. It's very unique, but there's two. There's one in Newport. Keep putting my fingers over your head. There's one in Newport in South Wales, and there's one in Middlesbrough. Absolutely fantastic. Again, it's been vlogged. I've seen vlogs there, but we took a picture of it, and we've got our classic little selfie with it on the phone. Posted it on our YouTube group, Landscapephotography Adventures, and yeah, I got a comment. Where are you? What are you doing at Middlesbrough? Some guy lives in Middlesbrough, fancied meeting up with us. So I said, I'll tell you what, we're popping through, come down and meet us. So we got to meet Mr. Paul W. something. I'll put your name up there. I can't remember what it is. The memory's terrible. You all know my memory's terrible, but it is. It's pretty shocking. And we're not moving because I'm looking at this and I'm going to get the camera out in a sec. So yeah, I'm waffling on. But yeah, we've ended up here. And it was good to meet a subscriber and a follower. Absolutely fantastic. It's like I said before, anyone that wants to meet up with us, if we're in the area, you see a post from us, give us a shout, come and bang on the van, come and say hello, bang on the car if we're in the car, and just come and say hello. We really do enjoy it. So yeah, we had a chops with him for half hour, and he suggested going to Rose Topping. Yeah, Rose Top, Rosemary Top. Got a rose in it, it's got a top in it. It could have topping, could have rosemary.
Roseberry?
Rose something top. You all know where I'm on about. Yeah, classic place to go, classic place to visit. We turned up at the car park. There was hundreds of cars there. So there's absolutely no chance I was going to park and just join in with the People Fest. Also yesterday, we got hooked up bang in the middle of the Yorkshire Tour de Yorkshire. Right slap bang in the middle of it, so of course we had to pull up the van, jumped out the cars, watched all the police tear past, got the camera out, snap. Got a couple of photos of that as well. So yeah, and we ended up here. We looked on the map, Denise has had a look through the old guidebook, and she saw this place, and we thought, yep, do you know what, that looks interesting, so here we are. We've turned up, we're going to pitch up for the night, we're going to have a mooch around this evening. If it gets interesting later on, I'm going to come back up, I'm just going to work out what's what and what's where. It looks like a fantastic place already, and I haven't even got anywhere. Again, photograph here, set it up, I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'll see you in a little while, somewhere up the top there.
Putting the polarizer on, all professional, because
The lady loves milk tea.
my husband said so.
I thought we'd better do something a little bit like a landscape vlog, if nothing else. Just look at it now, look at that. The colours through this camera, absolutely bonkers. Look at the sky, it's so dark and grey and moody, and the light just shining through these gaps in the clouds now on us, and these lighting up these trees. Absolutely stunning, really nice. I think that'll make a really nice photo, to be honest. Fuji's out, Fuji's on the tripod. Put the polarizer on just to see if it can enrich some of them colours, and guess what? Mrs C's got the polarizer on hers now. She's having a bit of a play with filters, and she's borrowed me a little Brimham, which is why I'm holding you by hand and not got you on a tripod. But yeah, that's a beautiful little picture. The light was just down in the valley before, and the lights on the trees now are lighting up all this lovely green foliage around the bottom with this beautiful lump of stone behind it. So yeah, I think all in all it made quite a nice little picture. That picture postcardy maybe, I don't know, but yeah, I shot it vertically and I shot it horizontally. Vertically I put masses of sky in it because I liked it, and you can't see me, can you, under me out? Vertically I shot it so we've got loads and loads of sky above it, and horizontal just to frame that one little image. Yeah, quite a little nice shot that. Right, let's go and find these stones so I can show you what we are, where we are and what we're doing. Hang on a minute, check this out. Who does she think she is? Look at this.
See you later.
Does she remind you of anybody?
Wait a minute.
She's taking the mick out of somebody. No idea who. I'm struggling a bit. The bracken, see this bracken down here? It's absolutely lethal. It keeps wrapping itself around your foot, and of course, because it's got spikes in it, it's attaching itself and it's trying to trip me over, something chronic. Anyway, I've got myself another composition set up. This is going to be one of those quick little vlogs that turns into a stupid loads of photographs that I wasn't going to take in the first place that I ended up taking. I know. But when you're in places like this and you're new to this, you just have to photo fest. You really do. You've got to get it all. Get this, get that, get that. That looks good, that looks good. Everything looks good because everything's new. And what's the problem with that? I've got no issues with going home with dozens and dozens of photographs and liking them all or disliking them all. There's no problem with doing that. It's the first time I've been here. It's the first time I've seen these rock formations, and to be honest, they are blowing my mind. I absolutely get fascinated by the way these things are just balanced there. That rock sitting on the top, no one's put that there. That's been there since prehistoric, since Ice Age, since whenever. And they're all smoothed off and rubbed off around the edges because that's water that does that. It's just the water over the decades and years and thousands of years that does that. And it just fascinates the hell out of me. Anyway, camera set up. There's a slight dip. You can just see it there. There's a slight running through there. A slight dip in the green foliage, and I think with a pen and just darken the shadows down a little bit running through there, that'll give a nice little leading line. Compositionally, it's gone to sleep. Compositionally, I've set it up with the big boulders and the rocks on the right hand thirds. Horizon's just disappearing into the distance anyway. It's all green. It's just green and boulder. And then on the top corner, just to hold the edge of the frame in, I've got that little tree just there. I've got a little tree just at the top of the corner, which just finishes the edge of the frame. It just gives you something else to stop you from wandering out the image. Yeah, nice little image. ISO 200, the same as the last one. The shutter speeds vary in between 80 and 100th of a second, even 90th of a second then when I put my finger on it. I'm at 5.6 though. I know I normally shoot at f8 or f7.1 and stuff like that because I like a little bit of depth of field in my images, but I think something like this lends itself to less depth of field because that's the main interest. That's what I want you to be focused on. I want you to look at that, and if the horizon and the cows in the field in the distance go off out of focus, then I think that would actually work better. So yeah, focusing on the rock to make sure that is really pin sharp. 5.7. I may even take it down to f4, I don't know yet, but waiting for the light. If I flick you round, we've sort of gone a bit grey behind us, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get another poke of light through the clouds. If I don't, I'll take it anyway and I'll just mess with it in post. If we do, then we're on for a corker of a shot. So yeah, wicked rock formation, absolutely love it. Just look at that, just look at that, and it's huge. It's huge. If I can get on top of it, I would. I may go and stand next to it and get a selfie stood next to it, but yeah, they're huge. This is fantastic. They're all round us. Look at that. They're there, they're there, they're there, and they're even more at the top. And we're going over the top, and the piece de resistance is at the top. Absolutely fantastic. What a place. We're playing the waiting game. I had to bail out that other one because the sun was just not coming out. But behind us, just there, where you can't see, is a tiny little patch of blue, and the sun's directly behind it. And over there in the distance, you can see that, there's a bit of light. Now, we've quickly set up for this composition. It's not taken a lot of thought. I've jumped into the image. I've got these lovely boulders up in front of us there. You can see the light's warming up in front of us now. I'm going to take this just purely because I don't want to miss. You see that little patch down there? There's some nice bright white, very, very bright dead grass, and I'm using that just as a bit of a diagonal through the image. It kind of takes you out the left hand side of the frame, but I'm hoping it takes you across, picks up that rock, and then brings you back into the image. There's a tree on the thirds in front of the rock, and I've got the other rock on the other thirds, and the sky's behind it. Really, really dark grey sky. Not sure of that sun. You can see it over the back there now, look. See there? The way it's just drifting across. This is one of those times you do wait. There is a bit of low blue cloud up there, just below the other one. It might come across. I'm not sure. Again, I'm gonna knock it off of bracketing, because I don't think I need to bracket. I'm just gonna take this as it is, with the light over in the background, and I'm getting prickled. Look at the clouds behind me. There's another shot. I've just seen it. Looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. Look at that. That little tree and that rock and that big moody cloud there. I don't care if there's any light on it. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Look, exciting. The wife's there. She's poised, ready. There she is. She's poised, ready. Camera's on a tripod. She's got a camera on a tripod. I know, a tripod. It's coming across. If that comes across, if that light actually hits these boulders, it's going to light them up against that big dark grey sky. They're going to look amazing. I don't know if it's going to make it across before it fizzles out. It might do. Fingers crossed. If it does, you're going to see it now. If it doesn't, oh, I can feel myself. It's warming. My face is warming up. I can feel the light. The light's coming. If it happens, you're going to see it now. Right, well, I think that one there, that's the piece de resistance. I think that's the rock from the other side, looking from the road, because we came down the road over there. From the road over there looking up, it's quite balanced. It looks really quite separate. From here, it's sort of blending in a little bit, but I think that one there, where are we? That one there, that's your piece de resistance. Now the sun, as you can see, is that direction. So if we can get in a situation to make it silhouetted, use the rays of the sun coming down through the clouds, that might look quite nice. And maybe even try and get somewhere the other side, so when we get a bit more evening light, when the light drops a bit more, it sort of casts a bit more of a golden glow or a warmer colour to it. I'm not sure. There is an amazing gap that direction. I mean, below the clouds, you can see it there. Just there, you can see that gap under the clouds. God, if the sun was going down over there, this would be, well, class A, I would have said. Denise has gone down there. She's snapping a few sneaky peeks. But yeah, let's get the camera set up. Let's see if I can find a composition that works. I like it here. Don't get me wrong, I actually like this. I'll show you what I've just seen coming up to it, just to give you an idea of what I've seen and what I'm looking at. Probably been shot a million times. You see this bit of stonework there, which is pretty much the pathway. I actually like the pathway because it sort of points you towards it, but the stone looks quite small. So I may just shoot this, because this is all dark and you've got these little patches of green. So I may shoot this, move around and shoot something else. I won't talk you through it all because it'll end up a long video again, won't it? So yeah, I'll snap a few images here. When I get a really good one set up, or a goodish one, I'll come back on and let you have a look. See you in a bit. did tell you I'd switch you back on if I got a good one. I think I got a good one. No light on it. There's no light on it. But I've got a leading line. Now, look how high this tripod is. I keep mentioning this tripod. I'm so in love with this tripod. Look at this. I can get underneath it. Let's just stand here next to the tripod. Look how high that is. So by standing on a rock, oh, nearly disappearing down there. By standing on a rock, tripod's still above my head. And what I'm getting, you can just about see it there, is this leading through there. Look at that for a lovely leading. All these rocks staggered that way, staggered that way, staggered that way. And they just pathway all the way through. One fault on this Fuji, you buy an L bracket. The L bracket fits on across the bottom and up the left hand side as you're looking at the camera, or as you're looking through the camera, up the left hand side. All brackets go that direction. What I would like is a bracket that goes the other way. This screen flips up, or a bracket that goes both ways maybe. That would be even better still. Let's make a bracket that goes both directions. So I've got a 3-axis. When I put the camera on this orientation, vertical, the screen flips up, but it doesn't flip down. So consequently, I can't see it. It's a right struggle to see. Now, if the camera is on the floor, great. I can flip the screen up and I can see straight through. So that is a little bit of a design fault on that movable screen. Don't get me wrong, love the screen, love the way it moves around, it really is good. 5D doesn't do that, which is why I'm growing to using the Fuji more and more and more. With wearing glasses and stuff, I just find that easy. Picture quality, I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to tell me whether you can tell the difference between my Fuji pictures or my Canon pictures or my 5D Mark IV. I don't know. But yeah, tripod, loving it, growing on me a lot. Love this rock formation and I love this spin image. I think this is going to look great. I'm going to do a little bit of painting, dodging and burning in processing, and I'll maybe do a before and after, because a lot of people ask me about how I process, which I'm really not keen on doing videos like that because it's very long-winded. Sometimes I take a lot of effort, make a lot of effort. Sometimes I really don't be bothered. Just a few sliders and it's done. It just depends on how that image is grabbing me. So yeah, if I do a lot to this and it looks different to the image when... If I do a lot to this and it looks different to the raw image, I'll do a basic edit on the raw image to bring the colours back, and then I'll show you my finished article. We'll just see what I can make out of this, because the lines vertically are really, really good. So right, I'm going to go and join Mrs. C. She's over there. Make sure she's okay. You alright, wife?
Yeah, I'm just looking at whooping you.
She's just looking at whooping me. There you go. Right, I'm going to go over that way, find a good lady wife, and see what she's looking at over that way. Sneak one of her images again. No, I didn't fall. It's me getting stuck. I've made it. I've made it up. Look, there she is behind me. Filming me and taking photos probably. What a rock. How on earth does that stay where that is? That is just mind-boggling. Honestly, I just love this stuff. I think it's just amazing to see what time and nature does to our planet. It's just amazing. Don't get all sob story on me. Don't get me wrong, I am not a sob story, but this is fantastic. The light's really not very good at all now. It's really grey, but saying that, I'd rather have this than direct sunlight. I could much rather have this. I can make something of this. I can pick out the brighter boulders. If you look behind me there, got this lovely bright coloured boulder, which is fantastic. Denise is over there bagging probably a really good shot with the moody sky behind it. So yeah, I'd much rather have something like this, make something of it, rather than that horrible blue sky stuff that we seem to keep getting. So yeah, enjoy what we have. Embrace the grey, as they say. Look at the cloud. Look at the light over there. Can you see this? You won't be able to see this on here, but that cloud is phenomenal. And there's a beam of light right, well, I don't know where it is for your eyes. It's just there. It's just a beam of light. You can't see it on that camera. What a shame. That's absolutely fantastic. One pod of light, bang, right in the middle of all the grey stuff. Yeah, but it's peaceful. Everyone's gone home because it's grey. Everybody. Except for us. Oh. Got myself another image set up just before we go. I've got this lovely little line here. Look at this. I've got this cracking little leading line coming up. You can't really see it on this camera because of the wide angle, but there's a leading line just, where's my finger gone? That way. Just there, going up the other way, even that way. And the rock there. I've also got the sky as well. Both of them are sort of, the sky's coming in that way and the rocks are coming up that way. So I've shot it vertically, I've shot it horizontally, or horizontally and vertically, and yeah, it looks all right. Again, there's no colour in the skies, nothing's happening at all, but it looks all right. I've taken a couple of images, so I'm going to show you them. I'm going to end it here. We're going to head back to the van. We'll go for getting a bit cold, my hand's a bit chilly. The wife's over there, and yeah, she's getting chilly as well. I think we're all stoned.
Stop waffling, Compton.
Stop waffling, Compton. All right, I'll cut out now. See, I'll be with you in a minute. Right, I've been told to stop waffling. Yeah, the light's going down over there. There's a tiny little strip of light right over in the distance. So I'm going to head back to the van, back to the bus, get ourselves a nice fancy pot noodle with all the trimmings. That's crisps for anyone that doesn't know. Yeah, warm ourselves up, make us a nice cup of coffee. I might make a flask. And if it looks like something promising is going to happen tonight, with that sun dropping below the horizon or the clouds clearing, I'll come back up and get a sort of an evening shot. If the sky magically clears up overnight and I'm awake, I'll come and get some stars, but it ain't gonna, is it? Otherwise, I'll see you in the morning. 4 o'clock alarm. I'm gonna have a look and see what this looks like first thing in the morning, whatever the conditions. Even heavy rain, I'll come out and have a look anyway. So right, I'll see you later. Enjoy this video, and no, I'll see you later. What? I've gone blank. So right, back to the van. Ciao. See you next time. Don't forget, like and subscribe, share this video. Bye. Oh my God, guys, I can't leave you here. I know I've just said goodbye. Scrap that for a moment. Come on.